Hello, welcome back to this channel. Welcome. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. On this platform, I share lessons to help traders, new traders, intermediate traders, and even advanced traders learn how to tackle the markets even more effectively. So today we're going to be looking at one of the basic things that we usually learn that new traders learn when they come into the market, which is support and resistance. So these are the very basic concepts, because if you want to go to before you can get to the advanced stage of learning, you need to start from the very beginning. And this is part of what you learn at the start of your journey as a trader. Okay, so support and resistance. Now, what we come to do in the market every single time we come on the chart is to look out for opportunities to buy and sell, because that's basically what trading is about. You are either buying or you are selling. So we need to find out how can we buy and sell in this market, because it's not a physical market. It's not a place where we just go and then we're seeing the person we're trading with. Then we can then exchange the currency for the value we want to get. So this is an online market where we do not see the traders. So we need to find out areas where we're going to possibly take a buy and also take a sell. And these areas are what we call support and resistance areas. So for support is an area or a zone in the market where buyers step in to push price higher, while resistance is an area in the market where sellers step in to push price lower. So what I'm trying to say is this: when you place a buy, when you come in to buy, it means that you're expecting that the demand of that particular asset is high, so you want to buy. When there's a demand for that particular asset, the price is likely to go up. Yes, increase. You want to join the buyers to buy that asset, because a lot of people are demanding. When there's a demand, the price will definitely go up. But when there is not much demand, we begin to see the sellers step into the markets to push the price lower. Okay, so this is what we are looking out for in the market. Support is an area or zone in the market where buyers step in to push price higher. Now let's take that one for instance and come on the chart. It says it's an area in the market where buyers step in to push price higher. It means that every time you come on the platform, on your chart, you want to look out for areas where the price of that particular asset started to push to the upside. Like what we have, where did this market start pushing from? Look at this particular area here. I have just marked out. I can see that from this point, the price of this asset started pushing to the upside. Can you see it? So this point for me now is an area of support. Price started increasing, meaning that there were a lot of buyers in this zone that caused the push of price to go higher. Now look at this area again. At this point here, what happened? We can see that the price of this asset started dropping at that point, indicating that this area is an area where there are sellers in this zone, and we're likely to see price drop from this area of resistance. Let us use this scenario, this particular one here, for instance, to explain further. Let me show you this. So let me move this a little to the upside. Great. So we're looking at support and resistance, right? Let us just use this price chart, for instance. So I come to the market and I'm looking for points where we have an area like this, and we have another bottom area. I'm expecting that once price begin, because when you start selling like this, when you see the price of something going down, 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 there's a very high chance that at some point it will start to push to the upside. So at that point where it begins to push to the upside is where we refer to as a support zone, a support region, a support area. And this is where there is demand and buyers are push the price to the upside. Now, once price has increased to the upside, buyers will not buy forever. No. The market will not just continue going up. There is a time where we would see it drop. And that area where it's dropping from is where we have sellers, is where there is supply, is where there is resistance. So resistance means that there's a resistance amongst the sellers. They don't want to increase, they don't want the price, the buyers to continue pushing. They say, no, you can't continue going higher. We need to bring this price down. So at that point, they begin to drop the price, and that area from where price begins to drop is what we call an area of resistance. So we have resistance here. We also have resistance at this point, and then back to support. So resistance to support, and then support to resistance. Support means, remember, buyers are coming in to buy. All right, so let's go back to the real chart, the live chart. This is a very clear example of what we're trying to talk about here. So this is an area of resistance. It's easy for me to spot it because I've been doing this for quite a while, so I already know how to spot it, but I'm going to share with us how to even spot valid support and resistance areas in subsequent videos. So you want to ensure that you subscribe to this channel, turn on the notifications so that when next I post a video, you are the first to be notified about it. So look at this. This is a very clear example of what I was explaining earlier. So price taps into, we see the market drop into this zone here. And then from this point, we started to see the price go up to the upside. And once he hits this level, what did we find? We found that the sellers started pushing price back into the support region. And then what happened once we got back into this zone because of what price did in the past? Now, this price chart is a representation of human behavior. The human being is likely to repeat patterns. If they used to maybe wake up at 4 a.m. every Monday, you just got to know somebody that, okay, this person, I noticed that he wakes up at 4 a.m. every Monday. It means that 4 a.m. next week Monday, I should be expecting him to wake up. Sorry, next week Monday at 4 a.m., I should be expecting him to wake up at that time. That's because patterns are repeatable. So now price gets into this area of support, and we're seeing that there is a push to the upside because of what happened in the past. Now we get back into this resistance, and because of what happened again, we're using past events to even help us understand what is likely to happen. So price resisted at this point and dropped. It dropped back to support and back to resistance, and we saw this drop again to the downside. Okay, so price is always moving between support regions and resistance regions. The price chart may not always be in this support and resist in this horizontal form, but then this is the basic concept you need to first of all hold in your mind. That support is an area, it's a zone in the market where buyers step in to push price higher, while resistance is an area in the price chart where sellers step in to push price lower. Once you understand this concept, the rest will be very easy for you. Okay, so we're going to look at, in subsequent videos, the types of support and resistance zones that we have in the market. All right, so ensure to click the subscribe button, like this video, so that when next I post, I'm going to be posting the next video very soon. Ensure that you do not miss out on it. Start learning, start practicing it on your chart, and you'll be amazed at how well you'll be able to spot these levels. I'm also going to show how you can profitably trade support and resistance levels. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.